Hello, I am Wizard of the North. You can call me Wizard. Today, I am putting up the OSB and the tar paper and the shingles on the roof. Now, I didn't really plan this out, and the roof pitch ended up being much steeper than I intended. So, I really don't know how this is gonna go. You know, I think this side will be fine, because I have lots of room to put the ladder up. Won't be a problem. This side, though, where am I going to put the ladder? Yeah, I didn't really think this through. So it'll be an interesting day. Might work out, actually. How's it feel? A little sketchy. I think it'll be okay, though. I suppose there's nothing to do but try to get the first piece of OSB on there. Let's go do that. Now, I think we've come up with a plan of how we're going to do this. We have a rope that we're going to tie around the piece of OSB. The rope goes up and over the ridge beam, and hopefully we should be able to just pull it right up. That's the plan, anyway. Alright, we've got the rope tied around the piece. The rope goes up and over the ridge beam and down the other side. I've got a tool pouch with hammer full of nails. That means I'm a real carpenter now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get you guys a good view, because this might be the most sketchy thing I've done yet.
Pull.
Okay, pull. Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, pull. Well, that was absolutely terrifying, and yet it went so much better than I expected. I thought we'd be moving on to plan B, but, you know, that worked first try. But I think now that the first piece is up there, the rest should be easy. We've got the technique down, and I don't know, I need water. Pull. Okay, hold it there. So tying the rope around the piece of OSB worked great for the first two. But once we got the third one up, I realized that the rope, of course, would get caught between the two pieces. So I've devised a new plan. I found this piece of scrap metal, which was left over from the fire. I'm going to screw the metal into the OSB and then attach the rope to this yellow rope. You'll see. Well, the camera blew over, and then 30 seconds after I got down from the ladder blew over. It is officially too windy to continue today, but we got most of one side done. And I think it looks pretty good. Good morning. It is day 13. Let's continue where we left off yesterday. First thing we have to do is finish this side up here, just two small pieces right at the top. Then off to the other side, which should be much easier. Okay, the first side is nearly done. There's just a small gap between two of the pieces of the OSB that I want to fill in. So I'll go get that measurement, cut that piece, put it in. That's the gap that I'm talking about. See down here, these pieces aren't even. So create a nice space here. I don't really know if I need to fill that in, but I'm going to anyway. So let's see, we got about 6 mil there. 7 mil? Well, let's do 6 mil all the way across. That'll be fine. Okay, well that completes all the OSB on one side of the roof. Now I just have to do it all again. Okay, well most of the OSB on this side is up, but run into a small problem. Yesterday I was saying that this side would be the easiest side because we had good spots to put the ladder. That's not true, not in the slightest. See, this is the problem we've run into. That's not okay. That's not okay at all. So, it's time for plan B. I will update you when I've thought of plan B. Okay, this is plan B. It will hook over the peak of the roof, so I won't need as long of a ladder to get up there. Good morning, it is day 13. Today I'm going to use this ladder that I built to try and put up the last 2 pieces of OSB. Well, that worked, barely. I did not like it, but only one piece left. Okay, all the OSB is up on both sides of the roof, and wow, am I glad that's over. And by over, I mean I still have to be up there a whole lot to put up the tar paper and shingles. I'm not looking forward to it. Good morning, it is day 15. Today I'm putting up all the shingles and tar paper. Okay, I have my 12-foot piece of tar paper. Now it should just be an easy matter of putting it up there and unrolling it and stapling it on as I go. Okay, well, first piece of tar paper is up. Okay, all the tar paper is up on the first side. Now it's time to start putting up the shingles. Okay, the starter strips are up on this side. Now it's time to put up the actual shingles. Okay, the first row of shingles is on, and it's looking good. I don't know if you can see that. It might be too bright out. You can kind of see that. I will update you when the rest of them are up. Alright, it's a couple of hours later. I've got a whole lot done. Most of this one side. Now it's time to start on the other side. But it's about noon, and it's so hot. The asphalt shingles have been sitting out in the sun, and I can barely pick them up. That's how hot they are. So it's time to cool off, maybe go for a swim. Good morning, it is day 16, I think. Today I'm hoping to get done the rest of the roof. Let's get started. Okay, well 5 hours later, most of the shingles are up on this side. The next step is to put the last piece of tar paper on, the one that goes over the peak. Okay, that is more or less up there. Now it's time to put on the remaining shingles. Well, the shingles on this side are all the way up to the peak. Now I just have to do the same on the other side of the roof. Then it's time for the ridge caps. Oh, chipmunk in the shed. Chipmunk in the shed. What are you doing, huh? Last piece. Okay, now it's time for the ridge caps. If you follow me, I need to cut these into pieces like that. And then it should be a simple matter of climbing up to the peak and putting them on. I'm so excited, this roof is nearly done. Okay, I got a stack of them cut. Not all of them, only about a third of what I need. But I'm gonna go up there and start putting them up. I'll make sure you have a good view. Yeah, that's quite good actually.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going over there?
Oh, slowly but surely.
Yeah?
Time for a swim.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Hey, you got her done on this side? That's nice.
Yeah, just doing the ridge caps now.
You done the other side?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, must have been a big relief to get that done.
I'm so excited. Like, this was the hardest part for sure. I don't like being up here. It's terrifying.
No, it's crazy, right?
If there's one thing I learned from doing this roof, it's too steep. Never again.
I know, but you know, it looks awesome.
Well, thank you.
It's beautiful. Very, very nice.
And it is done. Shoot, I'm glad the roof is done. That was so difficult. I'm never making a roof that steep again. But, well, I don't know what to say. It's done. That's it. That's for sure the hardest part. Everything else should be easy. I've said that before in jest. I really mean it this time. Next up is framing up the gable ends and putting the OSB on there. But that's next video. As always, I am Wizard of the North. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.